Hello, and can't sleep, so we are going to be playing some Final Fantasy XIV Online. I'm going to continue on the main quest. We have heard the glad tidings of old Glogomar, my friends, by the grace of 12 and your most diligent efforts. The people of Loma may rest easy. I should like to think so, yes. Though we failed to prevent the Lord of Crags from manifesting, we did secure in weeding him, enabling our friends to dispatch him before the Warriors of Darkness can make matters worse. 'Tis by no means an unmitigated success, but it would have to suffice. Then let us speak of another matter, one that weigheth heavy on my lady's mind. As thou request, I sought out the Jaron oracles, that we must better understand the aims of the Warriors of Darkness. Though their copious, I can't say it, copious use of language, any single interpretation, the oracles paint a most disturbing picture. One's worlds parallel to our own, apart yet linked, reduced to ruin with every Umbrai calamity. 7 times they have succeeded, then of the 10 and 3, only 6 worlds remain. Aye, all this as my lady Malfina spoke unto thee. As for what becometh of these reflections when they and the source are rejoined, frail, fresh, undone in unburied fires, each soul surrendereth to her call to flow unto an endless sea, there to endure as one and none. Then, if the warrior darkness succeed, everyone in their world will die. In essence, the verse speaketh of reincarnation of flesh and subsequential return to the stream. However, this fate may yet be preferred to the alternative, for if the first were to fall to the transcended light in the manner of the warriors of darkness described, it would give way onto a void where none may know either life or death. Far better to die than thy reason, for in death there is life. The essence of a soul which returneth unto the source may be born anew, saved, such at least is their belief. I summarize. That is true, then gods, no one should ever have to make such a choice. We speak further on this subject. I would share another recent discovery. It would seem several sizable shipments of crystals have been delivered onto the hands of certain Almungian pirates. Almungians? Strange. And you believe this to be the work of the same Isgardian smugglers who smuggle the beast tribes? I know beyond a shadow of a doubt, and yet thou wonder at their motives. I would remind you that the Ascidians did once attempt to bring about the summoning of Rhaegar. The individuals who took receipt of these shipments are refugees belonging to a group of devoted to the cause of liberation. It may also interest thee to know that the Isgardian suppliers appealed to none other than the remnants of Aline Rosen network of spies. Surely you jest, and yet it does not so surprise. Bereft of leadership and haunted by the Alliance. I can't well imagine such villains being desperate enough to conspire with the Accusants, assuming they even know or care who their employers are. All of which is relevant. Forgive me, we must seek out the resistance groups which received the crystals without delay, Knives. Also, will you come with me in Little Alemaga? Yes, of course. I should like to hear what they have to say for themselves firsthand. May you ever walk in the light of the crystal. Alfina, Alstead, Knives, are you three listening? Good, I have tidings. The Temple Knights raided the smuggler's warehouse less than an hour ago. A curious interrogation of a prisoner's yielded confirmation that they were employed of, and I hope you're sitting down, a man in black robes. Then you have them? And the crystals too? What few remain? Aye, regrettably it would seem they dispatched one final shipment in the hours before we struck. 'Tis bound for Little Ahmed, we are told, where it is received by members of the local resistance group. Since Sir Emmerich men no longer have need of my service, I have mind to head that way. As do we. By happy coincidence, we have learned these shipments but a few moments ago. And I was thinking I might finally be able to be one step ahead of the Warrior Light and our little helpers. Ah, wait a moment. There is more, and I defy you not to be surprised by this revelation. Oh? The leader of the Ishgardian smugglers, was formerly in the employment of one Eileen, the infamous Ivy herself. Once again, Thankery, I fear we must inform you that. Thankery, with whom else have you shared this information? About the smugglers? No one. As I think I mentioned, the raid was less than an hour, and I was planning on contact next, but there's someone else who would have notified me first. No, there isn't. What in the world has got into her? It is twice now that we saw Uyghurs, and twice she's threatened. He's up to no good. The Archon was one of the grandfather's most dedicated pupils and spent as much time as in Lavender's estate as we did. Practically a member of the family. Truth be told, I struggle to recall the day of my childhood when I did not see the three of them laughing together. If this continues, I may have to raise the matter later, though a little eye awaits. I will get to the bottom of this. Oh, forgive me. It has been a long day. Do you have something to say? Oh, I always struggle to understand what's going on in his head, now more than ever. Listen, Knives, if anything should happen, it should be me who just know that I'm prepared to do what must be done. Right then. More pressing matters, since we have no idea when Thancred might arrive, I suggest we see what information we can gather in his absence. So, to review, we are reliable information that the members of Al Nigan Resistance operate here have taken receipt of several large shipments of crystals. Our task has to ascertain who and why. Given the size of the settlement, I find it hard to believe that anyone here would wholeheartedly unaware of the resistance movements. The challenge, of course, will be finding individuals who are both able and willing to share such information with outsiders. It would seem sensible to divide our forces. Knives, why don't you question the residents in the eastern half of the town? Alsail and I will do the same in the west, and afterwards we can divide. We'll meet up here, share our findings. Can I fly here? Probably not. Just gonna talk to these people. One of them's probably gonna spill the beans, the others are probably not. I suppose I should ask what you've learned, but I think I already know. The Griffin seems to be the leader of the newly found faction within the residence, the Mask. Yet despite their growing popularity, no one seems to know much about them. Only that they are the most aggressive militant group joined the movement in recent memory. Indeed, many may claim their commitment to the causes of our liberation is unrivaled. We but can hope their revolutionary fever is never channeled in the direction of a primal. Though I feel confident that this is the group which received the crystal shipments, we lack proof. Before taking any actions, I would speak with a settlement leader to confirm my suspicions and mayhap enlist the help while I am about it. Given that you and Gunbald are already acquainted, mayhap it would be best if you took the lead. Shall we? Much as it pleases me to see you again, Knives, I cannot help but wonder if I should be worried. I hear that you and yours have been asking questions. Griffin, I know of him, as do we all. He and his masks have become leading faction within the resistance. Though there was quick suspicion given at first, given his secret ways, he quickly proven himself a charismatic and capable commander. Men are drawn to his passion and his vision. They truly believe that he has what it takes to lead them to victory. Even I cannot help but admire the man for what he's accomplished. But I have forgotten, Wild Red. I will not be blinded to the dangers of ambitions. And you were not. The Griffin would soon deliver a speech to our people at the sunken temple of Karn. Go see him with your own eyes. Weigheth his words with your own heart. Weigheth. I think should be there. How convenient. 'Tis but a pity a Thagrid is not there to join us. You two go on ahead. I shall stay behind and wait for him. That's quite the journey. Now let's find our way out of this cave. That wasn't too bad. Probably gonna do a dungeon run now. It has begun already. I hear voices coming from within.
Brothers and sisters, 20 years ago, Alamigo was claimed by the Garlean Empire. In our haste to overthrow the King of Ruin, we turned a blind eye to our foes in the north. With our glorious revolution, we but laid a path for a new tyrant to succeed the old. And when confronted with our failure, we fled. Not a day goes by that I do not think of those we left behind. Think of them and feel ashamed. And I know each and every one of you feels the same. We abandoned them, our own flesh and blood, to labor till their backs gave in and their breath gave out, building the twisted steel ramparts which now mar our once majestic mountains. We abandoned them, the brave and true, to fight and die for their country, or worse, to be conscripted and sent off to rob another poor bastard of his home. We abandoned them, the meek and powerless, to bow and scrape when the Garleans pass, to sully themselves that they might live to see another day of misery. The Black Wolf may be dead, but a new Imperial Viceroy reigns in Alamigo now. A beast, not a fraction as merciful. You all know the Eorzean Alliance will do naught to oppose him. For all their promises and platitudes, they will not act if there's no profit in it. Only we can free our brothers and sisters from the Empire's tyranny, my friends. Only we have the courage to stand and fight. They have imprisoned us. They have enslaved us, and they have murdered us. But no more! Blood demands blood, and the Garleans shall pay for every drop they have spilt upon our lands. This I promise you, for we have a power within us, my friends. A power befitting our pride, our righteousness. Only join us, and we shall grant you the means to unleash it, and together we shall see the Alamigan standard raised over the mountains of Gia Arbania once more!
No, Justin.
A power befitting their pride. Not at all ominous, that. Wait, is that...
What are you two doing here?
I could ask you the same thing.
Well, this is quite the surprise.
If you see what I see, if you feel as I feel...
Might I suggest we continue this conversation in more agreeable surroundings?
For it is not strength of arms that will win this battle, but strength of heart.
Words cannot express how glad I'm to see you both alive and well. And you, though it was pretty obvious you and I would be fine. The Crystal Braves never had a realistic chance of capturing any of the Scions, divided as they were and distrusted for a better part of Azoria. Whatever. But if you truly believe that, forgive me. What exactly have you been doing all this time? Repaying a favor. After a banquet, we had no choice but to flee Ogda, and we would not have been able to do so without the aid of some old friends from the Resistance. That's right, they smuggled us out of the city and sheltered us in a little alamanga, all at great risk to themselves. Obviously, we cannot let that go unacknowledged, so we offered to help them out with their operations for a while. When we learned of the science explorations that Lolito had severed all ties with the Crystal Braves, and General Raban had been reinstated, we had resolved to make contact, but have long since discarded the link pearls as a cautionary measure. Our options were rather limited. To make matters more complicated, we were embroiled in a delicate operation at a time, leaving me with little choice but to entrust a letter to a courier. I gather from your puzzled expressions, however, that you never received it. To be honest, we thought this might happen. While the masks were happy to let the refugees spread the word within the community, they were pretty strict about communicating with the outside. Oh, and we also heard rumors that the Griffin doesn't want us meddling in his affairs. The Griffin mistrusts the science of the Seventh Dawn? Aye. Curious. Oh, it is well known that we are no friends of Gadama. One would think the man saw beseeching all and sundry to join a cause would welcome our support. Ah, I should have said that man we saw in there was not, in fact, the Griffin, but an impersonator, and a talented rabble-rouser to boot. 'Tis would not surprise me if he were responsible for the majority of these public appearances. As you may have gathered, the Griffin is an extremely cautious and distrusting man, who has made every effort to conceal his identity. Even when we participated in a raid under his direct command, we were not permitted to approach him. It's hard to know what to make of all this. The secrecy, the impersonators, the masks. It's part of the Akasins in Dark. Warriors of Dark. That's what it is. That's why they're hiding the Iron Dunner. What? It's not as if I'm making all you wear one. Mine only covers half my face. It's completely different. Anyway, when I heard the Griffin was due to give a speech, we thought it might be a good opportunity to get a better sense of the man behind get a better sense of the man. For all the good it did. Now you have heard the whole of it, but tell me, what prompted you to take an interest in the Griffin? Summonings? You're not serious. I can't believe it. The Resistance would never have entertained such a ridiculous plan, but Griffin, well, the man is an enigma. I cannot say in any confidence that he would or would not do. What I can say, however, is that his speech we heard today was not the first to make reference to a power capable of defeating the Empire. The Mask have made such claims of late. I confess, I have assumed it be mere bluster, but in the context of shipments of which you spoke, it is not impossible that they are alluding to a primal. Whatever it is, we'll find it out together, and if anyone tries to stop us, they'll answer to me. Indeed, that is assuming you'll have us. I feel like it should be 61. If as you suspect the Griffin is indeed plotting a summoning of Primal, we must need to obtain confirmation while there is still yet time to act. To that end, I propose we question his double. Given his role as the group's de facto mouthpiece, we should not be surprised if he or the one of Griffin's closest associates, and while he may not be aware of the most sensitive details, he can probably tell us the mass plan in broad strokes. Like the man whom he impersonates, however, he is wary of outsiders. He will not expose himself without suitable incentive. My plan is as follows. You and Alfino will pose as adventurers fallen on hard times, inspired by his words, and take up arms for their noble cause. Yada and I, as members of the Resistance, recount tales of your past achievements and testify the usefulness in the struggles ahead. We come struggles with our own enthusiasm. Assurance still rings his ears. He will then decide to welcome you in person, and we arrange the meeting. You will need to look the part that might maintain the charade until we have him cornered, at least. Here, these should be enough to purchase suitable garments from Talbot. Have him rub a reputable amount of dirt on them for good measure. Any questions? I go dress like a hobo, got it. It all seems simple enough, thank you. And with that, Knives, let us be off. Why walk when you teleport? Want to buy what? I don't know what you're up to. I want no part of it. You're the ones with the gill, it seems, as your friends are. Yeah, alright, let's go spoil this. Looks like I gotta change gear. Why are you not wearing the clothes? They could be here at any moment. Ah. Where are these clothes? They're probably in my armored chest. Oh, doesn't it show what it gives me? So we got a pair of wither slops, the legs, all classes, wither slops. Tunic. That it? Okay, good. Everything else could look high and mighty, but not the shirt and pants. Wow, look at us, a pair of down-to-here adventurers, seeking chance to recapture the glories. Yes, this should suffice. Now we play the waiting game.
My thanks, comrades. You must be the esteemed adventurers of whom I've heard so much. I understand you have taken an interest in our cause.
A great interest, you might say. Your words have certainly made quite an impression on my friend and I. The Resistance has long, and some would say wisely, avoided open engagements with the Garleans, but you and yours seem confident against the world in arms. I can only assume you have good reason to be so bold. Why, one might even think you are planning to summon a primal. Because that would do much to explain the sizable shipment of crystals you recently received from your smuggler friends, whom our Ishgardian allies have since detained, lest you wonder.
I'd like to hear more about the Griffin. The real Griffin. Your performance earlier didn't fool us.
Ah, the famous scions of the Seventh Dawn. I should have known better than to think I could conceal the truth from you lot. You are right. I am not the Griffin, but I speak with his voice, and it was at his behest that we procured those crystals. You are wrong, however, if you think that we procured them to summon a primal. We used them to reach an accord with the Amalja. In exchange for crystals to summon their god, they will aid us in the fight for Alamegan liberation.
You've got to be joking. Have you gone completely mad? When people find out you helped the Lizardmen summon Ifrit, they'll turn on the Resistance. Alamigo will never be free.
This isn't a fairy tale, girl. We don't have the luxury to play at being honorable heroes. It's because the likes of you wouldn't sully your saintly hands that Alamigo's been under the yoke for the past 20 years. But the Griffin won't stand for it, and neither will we. We're ready to do whatever it takes.
What proof do you have of this arrangement with the Emulger?
What? Aside from a lack of crystals? None. But the beastmen have a great big pile of the things if you fancy looking. You might want to hurry, though. It'll not be long before they summon their god. Search our camp if you don't believe me. We have naught to hide.
If there is a cache to be found, Ida and I will find it.
Then let us be off. Are you perchance the Warrior of Light?
Who's the Warrior of Light?
Aye, I thought so. You should know that a great many who have joined us did so because you saved them. Because you showed them that one brave woman can make a difference. You saved me too once. Helped a friend over in Quarry Mill make some medicine I needed. But that was a lifetime ago. On behalf of my brothers and sisters, I thank you. You gave us hope where there was none, courage and strength when all was lost. We shall not squander your gift.
I know that look, Ida, and I do not like it. You cannot seriously be contemplating taking up arms with that band of cutthroats.
I just...
If the Griffin and his men have their way, it is only a matter of time before the situation in Alamigo comes to a head. Your homeland's future teeters on a knife edge, and any reckless action, however small, could have irrevocable consequences. You mustn't lose sight of that, Ida. When the time comes, we must all make our choices, but we must do so in full possession of the facts. Now, let us away. There is work to be done.
Ida. What do I want? Let's get tokens. Yeah, whatever, teleport. I don't feel like walking all the way around all that nonsense. Although there might have been a backcountry ship right there. Oh well. Now that Thancred has finally arrived, mayhap you could share your latest findings. You mean to tell me that while we're worrying ourselves sick, Ida and Polymo were here all along? Why, well, Yashta would be relieved and also angry, mainly angry, I should think. As far as the crystals, what choice do we have? We cannot very well leave them in the hands of the Amginians. For all we know, they could be preparing to summon Ironf as they speak. We must make for Zaf without delay. Agreed, and if there's naught else to discuss, let's depart at once. Just gotta go fight Ironf now. It's probably gonna be Shiva as well, and then the other. Just gonna have to fight all the Titans again. What was this? And so they go forth, according to with the Griffin's plan. If players gather to assume their marks or stream weathered flame, here alone a certain rise drama, with which I am the author, gods forgive me, shall at last be performed. Naught else remaineth, save to stand in the ready to pray that the chance is seized, for neither shall we know it like again. I think I'm gonna stop reading. My voice is getting tired, so am I. Play. Talk. Talk. On entering the vaults, several cutscenes will play in sequence. Yep. So in other words, just sit here for a long time.
This isn't right. The Emulger would never leave this place so poorly guarded.
Not willingly, no.
Ah, the saviors of Eorzea. Slow as ever.
By the 12, will you never learn?
You know, you're right. Mayhap it is time for a change of tack. Killing primals, tormenting beastmen, hastening the birth of a new god. It's all a bit much, isn't it? And frankly, we don't have the leisure to do it. But killing the Warrior of Light, on the other hand, that would soon plunge Eorzea into chaos. One life for one world. A fair exchange! Wouldn't you agree?
Lest you forget, you've more than one opponent.
Carbuncle! Defend me!
I sense you will offer more than mere target practice. Unlike your sister.
Alizé!
Did I not tell you, Alphino? I am not the girl I once was. My brother was always the clever one, while my talents lay elsewhere. If you would dare to stand against us, to destroy all that we hold dear, then you shall die by my sword!
Let's finish this.
he really not gonna die? Can you stop going towards him? Jesus. Nothing's working on him. Did kill this guy, no? And he came back? How do I do this fight? That was a waste. Now he finally went down. Why does he keep coming back?
No more games.
Maybe I did do what I was supposed to do. It ends now.
What?
The chains!
You snake! You would betray us as well?
He that holdeth fast unto his convictions shall never count betrayal amongst his crimes, though all the world may call him villain. My path is unchanged, my creed sacrosanct. This I believe with all my heart. But say, warrior of darkness, and speak true, what dost thou believe? That rendering up the souls of thy world in service to the rejoining will grant it salvation? Nay.
By the 12! Oriange!
Mine apologies, Master Alphino. That the brightest light might shine, duty did compel me to walk in darkest shade.
You sweet fool. I was almost willing to believe you had turned against us. I expect a full explanation when this is over. For now, may I last time?
Thou mayest, my lady. By thy leave.
Even Even odds then. No matter. We'll crush the lot of you in one fell swoop.
Gonna summon Irith.
Understood.
Hearken to me. We only have one chance. Channel your ether into my blade that I might strike before the mage casts his spell. I cannot do it alone, but together,
You could defeat him.
Make ready! They come!
I guess you gotta protect her until her ether's soaked in. How do I do that? I'm trying to give you ether. I wish I could pause this. I like an ability that gives ether actions. I can't click on this. What the hell? Yeah, how? I'm just gonna lose. Can I quit this quest? I gotta look it up. Why can't I give her ether? How? Why can't they tell me? What the hell? Oh, I'm getting annoyed. One life for one world. Oh, I gotta go Google this now, but I'm in the middle of a battle. Fantasy 14, one life. One world. I don't know how to give her ether. How to give ether. To give ether. Oh, good, I failed. I was trying to click on the blade. What the hell? Complete garbage. Oh, I'll go through this nonsense again. I have to do the first fight over again. So annoyed. How did I die? I was out of the thingy. Grrr. Oh, I didn't even do my summoning. I waste time during a battle. Damn it. How does it do that? Why is it changing? Oh, probably because of the macro.
It ends now.
I'm clicking! Oh, I'm getting annoyed. Trying. The hell? Now it finally works? Oh my god. My turn? I guess so. I'm so gonna get fried with that one. Oh my god, how do I get this dude off of me? I'm never gonna be able to pull this off. May I kill this other darkness guy? Oh, come on! Why can't I click? I
can feel it. Just a little more.
I'm so gonna lose this. I was just healing her. Complete all BS. It's so annoying. You know, let me not do it as this class. You know what? We're gonna do it as a summoner. I'm gonna have you summon a Titan. So I could interact with this dumb girl when I need to. I'm running away. Don't run towards. Can't cast spells when I'm running. Oh, crapola. This Titan is not getting any of his aggro. Well, hopefully it works later. Can you turn around, please? Thank you.
Ether! Ugh, it's not enough!
Oh, come on. What, did she die? I don't even know what happened. Oh, I hate these quests. Titan, you're a shitty freaking let me read. Do not recklessly attack anyone and draw unneeded enemy. Certain warriors automatically change focus to you, and that is when you must defeat them. Your allies will eventually defeat the other warriors. The Blade of Light. After a moment, charge the Blade of Light. Knights of Darkness Paladin will target you. Quickly defeat him, so you'll be able to charge the light again without being attacked. Revival from the Echo. Alright, give this one more shot before I go nuts and do something else. Oh, hang on. Let me get my... See if I have that other thing. I don't think this class has that though. Or it could be a roll. Yeah, okay, it's a roll. Go for that roll. We'll help with immunity. Whatever. I have to get all this person's skills on the toolbar. I keep sinking in my seat.
The Emulger would never leave this place so poorly guarded.
You're not dead yet. One long chain. Alright, good. Chain's done. To do that.
Just a little more. Come on!
Who's... Who's attacking me? I'm so gonna lose. Oh, thank God. I get to see a cool cutscene. Or maybe not.
Alize, are you hurt?
A touch dizzy, but otherwise fine. Thank you.
That look, I thought she was gonna be like, snap at him.
And there you have it. Our friend is too stubborn to die.
We are far from finished. Or have you never considered how we came to this world?
Crystals? You mean, like the Ascians?
Just so. As the Ascians flee unto the rift twixt planes with crystals of darkness, so did these warriors come hither with crystals of light.
Eloquent, as always. Aye, like the Ascians, we too are beyond death. You cannot defeat that which is eternal.
Wait! Such methods as the Ascians employ require the renunciation of the flesh. You would have had to...
At long last, you see. To save our world, we gave our lives. We were just adventurers trying to make our way. An odd job here, a favor there. We never aspired to be warriors of light. But word of our deeds spread, and soon people were calling us heroes. They placed their hopes and dreams on our shoulders and bid us fight for all that was good and right. We fought, and we fought, and we fought, until there was no one left to fight. We won! And now our world is being erased from existence. We did everything right. Everything that was asked of us, and still it came to this. You of all people should understand. We cannot, we will not falter! We brought our world to the brink of destruction, and now we must save it.
I've died before, Arbet. I'm not afraid to die again.
No matter how many times we fall, we must rise and carry on the fight for those we left behind.
To have known the depths of sorrow and embraced the highest sacrifice. Nonetheless, Master Louis-Soix, guide my hand, I pray you, as fate's thread spinneth upon this most capricious spindle. Quickly! Thou must needs invoke the power of thy crystal.
Oh, I got to see the giant crystal lady again.
What is this place?
Ah, I get used to it. Not my first time here.
Pain. Such sorrow. Oh, my dear children.
It can't be.
Mother Heidelin, hearken unto your children's plea. From two worlds do we gather, and from two worlds do we offer a bounty of light. In this desperate hour we do beseech your intercession. We beg an audience with the word of the Mother, with your chosen Minfilia.
Your cries go not unheard, nor your sacrifices unnoticed. Though many are lost, there are those we can yet save, whom I can yet save.
Minfilia.
Blessed children of the First, the light of your world hath grown blinding in its radiance, but it is not yet absolute. I will hie me to your world, and there take unto myself the light which riseth even now to drown it, as darkness once did drown another.
Now you deign to answer our prayers? I will suffer this farce no longer!
As the Ascians must serve as instruments of Zodiark's will, so too must others carry out the will of Hydaelyn. But for the boon you have granted her, she has grown strong enough to set me free, that I might serve as her emissary. Your suffering, your sacrifice, your supplications, she has heard all. We will not let the first fall to light. Thank you, Urianger, for bringing everyone here. It fills my heart with joy to look upon the faces of my friends once more.
In taking you unto her bosom, I knew that Hydaelyn had bequeathed to you a sliver of her grace, granting you strength long sought. And in treating with the Ascians, I learnt of a star like unto our own, a doomed world of fallen heroes, in whom I glimpsed ourselves, the first. Full long did I search for a means to save this world, concluding at the last that the answer lay in the power of blessed crystals. And thus did I labor to set light against dark. Yet I knew from the beginning that this salvation would not come without sacrifice. For the instrument of the first's deliverance would of necessity be required to journey thither, there to remain, mayhap forever.
You orchestrated all of this, not to save her, but to send her away!
One life for one world. Such was the bargain, and you the coin, though it were not mine to spend.
Have we not walked together in the light of the crystal, and at her bidding borne witness to the joys and sorrows of this land? Each and every one of you knows my heart. If this be the price I must pay, I pay it gladly.
You would go alone, then?
My dearest Thancred, you who have ever watched over me, I am truly grateful for all you have done on my behalf, as would my father be. Your kindness, your compassion, your love. These are your gifts to me, and our gifts to them, forming a bond which transcends time and space.
Sometimes I forget you are not the child I once knew.
Long have I watched you from Hydaelyn's side, watched as you nurtured and kept safe the light of the dawn. The dark recesses of the world hide untold secrets and dangers. Thus do I entrust to you, Tupsimati. I pray you, keep to the path that you may never have need of it.
Twould seem the power of our crystals is all but spent. Perhaps, if there is naught else to be done.
Hear me, servant of Hydaelyn. If you would have us place our trust in you, then I would ask a favor. Take us with you. Take us home. We were blind to the truth once, so I tell you this, as one fool to another. Light, dark, it doesn't matter. What matters is how you choose to use them. We made our choice and you see what came of it, so please, forge a different path. Seize a better fate.
No one's gonna be battling them a lot longer than this. Looks like the end of the ways of darkness.
It is a strange feeling. So many times have I watched you depart, my heart filled with worry. And ever did you return to me in triumph. Someday, when I have found a way to free this star from her sorrow, I promise you I shall repay the favor. Thank you, Lemmy, for everything.
Got another Mughal minion thingy. A Thancred. Yeah, blah blah blah. This is a lot of BS right now. Alright, where are we going now? Let's just ride there. Same map. That's a big turtle. More cutscenes. Home knives, I trust that you yes, and full. Sure. Waiting for arrival to return the call. I'll brief them.
Back in the solar. It's been too long since we were all together like this. Not since after Moonbraider.
Much has changed since then. We ourselves, most of all.
Though not all who were lost could be gathered here today, we may take comfort in the knowledge that those who are not are carrying on the fight.
While I am grateful to our friends in the north for their hospitality, it isn't half good to be back.
But, as Papalima rightly said, much has changed since we last stood here.
Oops.
Our travels in the north brought us into contact with a host of fine and generous people, and their selfless deeds serve to show me that it is not lofty causes that should inform our actions, but our hearts. And I hope that the Scions might continue in this manner, as individuals driven by individual principles. Provided we all sincerely desire to work towards Eorzea's salvation, I believe the paths we follow to achieve it need not, and should not, be dictated by any single ideal.
Companions bound by a common purpose, free to go whither they will. The idea is not without merit. Very well. I shall resume my research of the primals and the elder gods of Eorzea. Should anyone have need of my findings, you need only ask. I should be glad of your continued assistance.
Well, my main purpose in coming here was to see the signs of the Seventh Dawn restored and my dear friend found. Nevertheless, having involved myself in your struggles, I feel compelled to see them through to the bitter end. For Minfilia's sake. That is, if there are no objections.
You will always be welcome here, Kryl.
Urianger, can we trust you to carry on your investigation of the Ascians as before?
Regardless of mine own desires, I am undeserving of your trust, having so villainously deceived you all.
Now, I'll hear no more of that. 'Twould be disrespectful of Minfilia's wishes. She entrusted matters here to us, that we might protect this star and understand the truth which hides at her heart. Mayhap I can handle the former, but I think you far better suited to the latter. No?
Very well. Then out of love for my Lady Minfilia and Moonbreeder both, this shall be my solemn charge.
Papalimo and I should probably return to Thanalan to keep an eye on the Resistance. There's still the matter of the Griffin and the Amalja, not to mention the new Imperial Viceroy. That little lot must be worthy of our attention, right?
And what will you do, Alize?
You know I have no great love for organizations and formalities. That being said, this new approach you propose is not wholly objectionable, and we've always got her to keep us from bickering. But I will suffer no titles. I am not here for House Leveilleur, nor to walk in Grandfather's shadow.
Upon that point, we see eye to eye. If it please you, you may think of me as but another comrade in arms.
Well then, Alfie, I for my part shall see to the paperwork and the finances with my characteristic aplomb.
I would not have it any other way, Tataru. And we mustn't forget you. What now for the Warrior of Light?
Indeed.
The path behind us was fraught with hardship, and the path before us will be no less unforgiving. But a new dawn shall break over the realm, and I see before me the faces of those who will deliver it.
Ending to mark a new beginning. Where's this doll? Oh, I want to play with the doll.
One world's heroes are another world's villains. One world's loss, another world's gain. Where men go as one, there is life. And where there is life, my friends, if I may, I would ask that you entrust Tupsimati to me. Clouds gather upon the horizon, and as Master Louisoix's disciple, I would keep it close at hand. Thank you. I shall guard it well.
Because I can't guard it well?
There is cause to hope. For every ending, every parting, marks a new beginning.
The Griffin. The real Griffin. Well done, brother. Jimmy no do Lisa. Join the others that all shall shed and to stand with you all the glorious day. I had a feeling. Accents. Meg Hog's eyes. had a feeling. Like, we're just gonna drop them down some random. You know, it's gonna try to get them. Just wait, my pretty. I'm gonna have so much fun. Are we now? On that note, I'm gonna stop the stream because I take a nap. Thank you for watching. Later.